Data loss prevention policies, or DLP policies, are a mechanism to prevent sensitive or business critical information from leaking outside of your organisation via email. Transport rules are also able to perform simple text searches, but with DLP policies they go beyond that to more accurately identify important information. DLP policies use deep content analysis through keyword matching, dictionary matches, regular expression evaluation, and other content examination to detect content that violates organisational policies. And in this demonstration, we're going to have a look at how we can create a data loss prevention policy. I've come to my Exchange Admin Centre, and within my Exchange Admin Centre, I've come to Compliance Management, and in Compliance Management, I've come to Data Loss Prevention. So to create a data loss prevention policy, we click on the New button. What we're going to do at this point here is we're going to create our new DLP policy, and we're going to do this as a custom policy. But as you can see, we can create one from a template, or we can create one from a custom template. So in the case of templates, there's over 40 different templates that we get with Microsoft Exchange Server. However, we will create one from scratch. So the first thing we need to do is we need to give it a name. And we're going to call mine IP address block, so I don't want people passing IP addresses outside the organisation. Then what we're going to do is we're going to ensure that this is enforced. We are going to enable it. And then what we'll do is we'll select save. Now we've actually created it. Next thing we need to do is we need to do something with it. So we'll select our edit button. And that brings us in. And what we need to do is we need to start specifying some rules. So on the rules at this point here, I don't have any rules as of yet. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're just going to click on our plus. So we can create a new rule, notify the sender when sensitive information is sent outside the organisation. Personally, that's a bit too late from my point of view. We can block messages with sensitive information. We can block messages with sensitive information unless the sender overrides it. Don't know if I'd want to enable that. Block messages with sensitive information unless the sender overrides with business justification. Okay, I might go with that one. However, I definitely don't want anybody passing IP addresses out, so let's block messages with sensitive information. Then what we need to do is we need to go through and we just need to specify some of the settings within this rule. So working our way down, I'm fairly happy with send to scope outside the organisation in the case of the name of this rule. The recipient is located. I actually don't want them to be able to specify messages internally either, so let's change that to inside the organisation as well and select OK. So as we can see now, the recipient is located inside the organisation. Then what we're going to do at this point here is we're just going to come down and we'll just go down, and the message contains any of the sensitive information types. So what we'll do is we'll select the sensitive information types, and then what we'll do is we'll select add. And then what we'll do is we'll have a look down here. So as we can see, we've got lots of information in here. So here are all the templates that we have in place. You can see quite a few of them. We're going to go for IP address and select add, and then select OK. I won't do that for anything that's IP address, and we'll select OK. Then what we're going to do is we're going to generate an incident report and send it to. Now we'll specify who to send it to. So what we'll do at this point here is we'll just send it to administrator and select OK. Then we want to know about the content, so we'll go for custom content. And what we're going to specify at this point here is we're going to specify, who tried to send it, who they try to send it to, the subject they put in place, matching content at this point here, IP address, and then what we'll do is we'll just select OK. Then what we're going to do at this point here is we can block the message. So what we'll do is we'll just click on block the message. So we will block the message at this point here, and then enter a message that the users will see. And what we're going to say at this point here is your message is blocked as we do not allow the sending of IP addresses. Happy with all of that, we'll select OK. Working our way down, I'm not putting any exceptions in place. Audit this rule with severity level of, I'm going to say high, people passing IP addresses. I am happy to choose the mode. I am going to enforce this. I'm not going to specify a date to activate this on. We're going to activate it immediately. So we won't stop processing any more rules. We won't defer anything. We're going to do it for header at this point here. Again, really I should put in some sort of comment within here. Now we've done that, we'll select our save button. And we've now created, when we select save again, we've now created our data loss prevention rule. So now we have that in place. Let's just test it. So let's just move over to another machine and just send an email with an IP address in it. And all we're going to do at this point here is Adam is going to send an email to Beth. Subject is IP address, and what we have here is IP address of intrusion detection system solution is 172.16.0.10. We'll send that. And as we can see, we get a bounce back, so delivery has failed. Let's see why the delivery's failed. So undeliverable IP address, delivery has failed. Your message is blocked as we do not allow the sending of IP addresses. So now let's just check the administrator's email account. And what we can see at this point here is we can see we have something's popped up. Let's double click on this to find out why. And we can see at this point here we have this has been put in place. So the message body, so it's been sent to beth@datum.com from Adam. Subject was IP address, and as we can see, yeah, he's tried to send an IP address. So again, we'll have a quiet word and tell Adam he shouldn't be sending IP addresses through the email. Adam's not doing very well. He had got a report pop back to him as well about passwords in an earlier demo. And that's the end of this demonstration.